same way that Teddy did in years gone by, now in greener pastures over on SK.
Still, this is an important match. Normally, Kingzone versus Jin Air wouldn't represent too much, but with Kingzone in freefall and Jin Air hungry to get that first victory, no team has ever gone winless.
Toys to play with on this particular patch, so welcome Jin Air Green Wings, and now Kingzone Dragon X to make their debut into LoL Park for week number 9. I can't believe we're already at the second last week.
We're already
We'll
there.
be able to. Team fights going to be a big deal here for Jin Air, but you can see Rascal, he's going to take away the Camille, in theory, a flex pick between mid and top lane, but we haven't seen the Corky top so far in the LCK, so likely that this is going to be exactly what we... Yeah, he's by himself as well. There's the blast cone. Surprise! 3 people. Cuz finds the flash, but the flash from Malrong will guarantee first blood in Jin Air. This was a practice strategy and a beautiful one alongside this Olaf jungle.
And you love how it was set up.
Is concerned. Griffin coming in third because, of course, they're against some of the lower teams. Is Linderung looking for a solo kill. Good hook shot there from Rascal, but Cuz is going to come in and save the day.
In the turret, does he have hook shot up? You would assume so.
Yep, Grace is going to try and shift some sands over, but he's going to ult first, and that means Grace has his opportunity. He's trying to find hook shot positioning, but he can't get there, and second kill for Jin Air. He's going to sacrifice his top outer turret, and all of the plates were eaten by Linderung. Now on the bottom side, we're looking for it, but Tucson unable to get there. Cuz also going to be snared up. That Chains of Corruption was such high value. Cuz gonna go golden, has the flash, will be a fat one to get out of there, but the teleport from Linderung and another kill delivered. This Aatrox is gigantic. And also you can see they're actually building for that as well, as we are going to have Nova into the Brambleback pit, which is not where he wants to be. No flash, is going to be able to use it to get himself out of the way there, as you can see, but that is there from Grace to make sure that Kingzone can't rotate. This is really clean play, apart from if that happens. Rascal makes his way in, and that's 2 kills already. 1 to the Camille, 1 to the Xayah. No more perfect gaming. Grace has to use the Emperor's Divide defensively now. Towards the north, they're unable to save Nova because the Azir is in the mid lane, and Kingzone will move to the Baron. And yeah, we're on track for a perfect game now. Jin Air on track for another loss.
That is the epitome. Put it in the dictionary of cast a curse. As you're talking about how perfect
one person's instantly going to die. That's just how it's going to work. As Neon, he's got Valkyrie. That's one hell of an ability as the flash forward. Root really wants to kill him, and they will. You're willing to invest that flash. Chains of Corruption are going to secure it. Neon didn't even have time to use his own F button.
And Root's a motivated buyer right now.
Oh,
this was an auction. He's getting in there and jacking the price up early because he was the one that stuffed up and walked up too far. We talk about that side lane outscale.
Looking for the 1v1. He's trying to get himself at exactly the right points as Linderung has to use the solo stopwatch. Umbral Dash going to be utilized. The hook shots there. Rascal stays on the wall. The flash to follow. The second E's easy. The solo kill for the outscaling Camille has finally happened. And Kingzone move over to that aforementioned Mountain Drake. The death of Neon. Theoretically, 4th, actually, if you include. Okay, here goes Tucson. He's going to find 4 with the quickness. Nova should be going down with a Varus in his belly. That's going to condemn him to death as well. And Nova gets his flash back, instantly uses it, and he's still dead. The Emperor's Divide is down, and it's looking like Kingzone have found their team fight and maybe even the game, unless they want to take another Baron. There's only 18 seconds until that one comes up as well.
You call it a team fight, feels more like whack-a-mole for me. People die so fast, these carries that never should have had this gold. But one mistake leads to all of this, Atlas. It went exactly how we forecast. Sadly, we've seen this story before. We have to watch it once more.
Yep, and we had to talk about Jin Air and their possibilities to win, but now we need to talk about Tucson and his ability to engage. Good God. The Rakan looked beautiful in the moments where it worked, and Kingzone, they were losing by a lot until they won the game.
That is, in fact, the correct summation of game number 1 of Jin Air Green Wings versus Kingzone. Later, they go down. Victory picked up for Kingzone, a needed one, and they'll be looking to amp up their early game to not make it such a come-from-behind victory. Against Gragas, Kled are all going to be occupying space and threatening in team fights.
Where are we going, Jin Air?
Let's watch and see on the side of Jin Air Green. Do you think Aurelia mid? But we'll see what we're bound to. There's also an outside chance. I don't think it will happen, but we saw Azir top lane in, I believe it was the LEC. But here, because we have Silas versus Gragas, very different as Tucson. He's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, he's down to about 100 health here as he's going to battle dance very late.
Malrang wants it. Flash
has
to do
flash
it.
Forward from Nova as Malrang comes down. First blood once again. Going to be picked up and 2 kills on the bottom side. Meanwhile, top side, it's going to be the answering kill, but I'd say 2 is better than 1. And Jin are going to take the lead.
And that was no cast to curse. I cast a blessed this game. No.
Cuz moves down bottom side.
Predator.
He's looking for it here as there's no flash on this Tahm Kench, and he should just be taken down. A little bit of overextension there and a bit of capitalization from Kingzone side. They take their time. They deliver the kill.
Out, but it does feel like the... Oh, this is scary.
Yep. Worldender is going to come down. Rascal's going to have to flash. Bear Trap on a rope comes in, but there's the skull. I told a lie. Infernal Chains come in, but they're not going to be procced here. The Joust doesn't actually do anything, though, as he tries to get back. Oh, goodness me. The use of the charge over here as there's the engage, but it's not exactly the position you want. Cuz doesn't even need to use any sort of flash, and Grace picks the wrong time and gets uber punished.
And there was no they need. They will be a threat on playoffs.
Okay, yep. Root's going to get stopped. Chains of Corruption once again. Great from Root. Teleport coming in here from Jin as Deft has to flash. Blade Call is late, though, as Linderung turns up and just destroys the Xayah. Tucson now underneath his turret. The flash forward. Linderung should be able to get 2. As Nova's tanking it up. Root doesn't even need to worry about it, doesn't get an assist from that one, and Cuz starts up Shelly and says, what the side
of Kingzone Dragon Knights unless the interrupt?
Oh,
got it!
It gets interrupted. The flash forward from Cuz. He is angry as the charge comes in. Great barrel positioning as Grace is going to turn up. Rascal over the wall. It's 1v1s on both sides, but Neon comes in with the teleport to make it a 2v1. Great body slam to cancel out the Blade Surge. We're looking for some more autos, and Cuz is going to lock down the kill. It is 2 now going over to Kingzone, but Shelly was interrupted. And that is that are inside it all. Teleport coming in. This one's not going to get altered as Tucson gets in before the channel comes through. Rascal going to get in relatively late now as Nova finds the Devour.
Already in the bot lane.
We've got a barrel that flies in. Cuz it's going to stop Grace from doing too much work, but the Varus grabs that first kill, and Root is going to be alive. Oh, the flash! 4-man Emperor's Divide from Neon, and now the Sand Soldiers will be able to clean up. He's combing the desert and reaping the rewards for Kingzone Dragon X. Triple kill for Neon's Azir.
This Azir has found water in the desert, Atlas. He absolutely...
Look at all of these barrels. Soldiers there as well. I mean, the amount of poke damage. Oh, that's going to be a zoning barrel, and the Infernal Drake goes down as that's more people caught up by the quickness once again. Vanguard's Edge not getting the work done. The charge is certainly doing so, though, as the Sand Soldiers on a gigantic journey with the Conquering Sands, but they're only going to lose Skull, and they're going to be able to gain an Infernal Drake. Still just fishing. And in goes Malrang, going to find the quickness this time around as they're looking to lock down 1, but Tucson's not going to die, and Cuz just murders the Silas. And there's the barrel. Linderung, as soon as he joins, is going to have to go into his stopwatch. Vanguard's Edge, can we get anything from Grace? But it's just not going to happen. Kingzone, they found the majority of the kills. Deft able to get that flash in. Is he going to die from the Ignite? Last tick is going to do it from Grace beyond the grave. And Cuz goes into his stopwatch. Kingzone have got 3 left alive, and it may just be enough to take down the Baron.
Jin are massacred in a team fight. They start Malrang.
Too much of
and if they charge in Atlas, they've got 1 Devour, nothing else. They set up again.
Yeah, there's the barrel that comes down. Tucson pops the quickness. It's all zoning to guarantee this one. He charms up 1 as Nova's going to get locked in as Rascal, no worries there at all. Vanguard's Edge, not a problem, as there's the Emperor's Divide onto 2 instantly! Everyone gets obliterated. It looked like Kingzone were trying to disengage, but no, in goes Neon, and down goes Jin.
The debate was real. The charge in one direction, the action's over, surely no, Neon does it all himself, and it's going to be another ace.
Yep, inner turret is going to go down now. That is the ace. Like you say, Rascal finishes that one off, and now Kingzone should be able to move towards this inhibitor turret. A much cleaner game from Kingzone's side. Now a 10,000 gold lead at no moment, apart from maybe a small one in the early game with Jin Air ahead. This was all about Kingzone and all about Neon's incredible Azir play at multiple times.
And the end result, it is the expected 2-0, but the route to get there was very winding. Game number 1 performance gets smacked down by all the other playoff hopefuls. No way that Kingzone beats any of the other teams in contention with a game number 1 like that, but game number 2 was it perfect? No, but it was the right direction. Kingzone needed some time to rebuild. It was a good time to be facing Jin Air to get some confidence back in a squad.
He was playing Initiation Xayah throughout most of that, and sort of wanted Neon to give him back some of the glory during that particular game, but the smiley man in the mid lane, certainly a fantastic one to watch on the Rift this time. Had a huge grin on his face, but Akon was making it up for him as
that fan base, and probably these players needed after a really, really tough week for Kingzone Dragon X. Still work to be done. The fans seem appreciative for a victory for Kingzone Dragon X. That means they are not eliminated from playoff contention yet.
Yep, and there's the big grin on Neon's face. Fantastic stuff. He's almost guaranteed to get that MVP. Is there any way in hell